Good night.
Hello, hello, people. Good evening, everyone. So let's see, guys. Por ahí oí un good night. Don't say good night. Remember, good night. You say when you are saying bye. So it's similar to it. So, guys, let's begin right now. Friday. Thank God it's Friday. So, what plans do you have for this weekend? What are you going to do? Let's ask Marta. Tell us, what are your plans for this
Good
weekend?
evening.
Good evening, Joaquin.
Good evening, everyone.
Good
Hi,
evening, lady.
teacher. Hi, guys. Well, first of all, I think I will go to the Central Plaza here tomorrow because I have to take the COVID test because I'm feeling well, and the doctor said that I need to take it for precaution. So that is the plan tomorrow. I don't know. It's all
How do you
depend of
feel?
that.
Do you still feel bad?
Yeah, I feel bad today. My throat is really hurting a lot today. And I feel like something dizzy and my head is hurting a little bit. Yeah, but well, we'll see tomorrow.
Okay, let's hope it's nothing serious, but if it is, so that's a good decision, the one you're taking. So go. Do not procrastinate this one, right? So
Yes, thank you.
let's see, Judy, how was your day? No, no, how was your day? What plans do you have for this weekend?
Actually, I don't have any plans because since yesterday I'm COVID positive. So the whole family is isolated right now. So I have to deal with these symptoms in my house. So I will be stay at home.
Okay, so
Really, there is not much to say because I don't have anything else other than watch TV shows. I just ended the Boys in Amazon Prime.
you watched it.
The third season is good. It's nice that season.
Okay, you watched that polemic episode,
Which one?
the one that people are talking about, that it's very explicit.
There are a lot of explicit scenes in the whole TV show. So, but yeah, it is for people are over 21 years old, I think.
No, okay. So good, excellent. Well, I hope you get better. And what about your family? How are they? Are they also with the virus?
Yeah, everyone.
Everyone in the house.
We are four in the house. Everyone is with COVID, and they are holding there. My kid is the last one that got the symptoms, and right now I think he is. How do you say that? Ya la está sobrepasando, ya la está superando.
How do you say what, sorry?
Ya la está superando.
Esperando, you said?
Ya lo está superando.
Ah, overcoming.
Yeah, it's almost overcoming the symptoms.
Ah, okay. So, well, I hope everybody gets well down there. So, and it's nothing serious. So yeah, I have heard not only you guys, but a lot of people. So like in the other class, I have two guys that they are sick as well. So it's like, this is the new wave, right? Will be the fifth one, I think. So the one that's going on.
But
Oh.
This fifth wave, it has less symptoms or less síntomas menos graves.
So it is
It only lasts around 1 or 2 days.
less serious. Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
So the symptoms actually, the
Mhm.
symptoms. Okay. So, but yeah, I have heard a lot of people, but still, we have to need to be precautious. So There are some, well, I know one person right now, he is in the hospital, and he is really bad because of this COVID stuff still. So anyways, guys, yesterday we were talking about one topic. So today we are going to continue that one. But before we continue, guys, let me tell you, we are right in the middle of the course, guys. So we are going to be looking at some topics. Remember, Monday we have the evaluation. And what is it going to be about? I'll tell you today what you need to study. We will see the last topic today, guys, so don't worry about this one. The exam is pretty simple, actually, so don't worry about complicated stuff. No, it won't be. So guys, let's go right now. Let's begin with this one. Before we start, guys, I just want to remind you something super important. The reason why you are here. Remember always that thing, why are you here? Remember, I know, for example, some of you have, sometimes you have sent like, look, Jair, I cannot continue. Well, I cannot be in the group today. I will be there listening because I have to work and I have to, I understand, guys. Other ones, I see in your faces, sometimes you look tired. So, especially Fridays, Thursdays. So I see it. But you know, this one will end. You need to see it that one day this one will end. Okay, it's not something bad, but anyways, this is something that it will have an ending. So guys, you need to see it and you need to make the most, well, do everything possible to finish this one, to finish this, find this goal that you have. I know you will be able to do it. Work hard. And if you're working hard, work harder on this one, but don't, there's a saying, don't work hard, but smart. So try to see what are the areas you have problems with. What are the areas you can overcome easily? What are the areas that you can, well, succeed faster, right? So that something can help you guys. Do me a favor, everybody, please turn your cameras on. The ones can do it, the ones that are not a job or something. So do it, guys. Why? Because I want to see you, people. I want to see you. Diego, tell me what.
Right now I'm eating. I'm not sure it is correct. Turn on my camera. Now I have my camera on, but I'm not sure if you are angry with that. Can I
So
eat it?
correct.
Just tell me. I don't have problem with that. I'm
That's
not
why
sure
it
if
was my camera off too. I finished. I finished
That's
right
me
now.
too.
I didn't finish.
I'm just beginning
the
to
ones
have
we haven't,
pupusas because today is Friday.
the ones that we haven't eaten, we can get offended, right? So
Sorry, no.
it's like, come on.
No, I'm sorry. It's not my intention, but I
No,
have
no,
to
don't
do
worry,
it.
don't worry. That's
It
okay.
doesn't matter if I have my
You
camera
can turn
on.
it off and then you turn
Okay,
it on.
thank
That's
you.
okay. So,
I'm going to do the same
guys, for
as
example,
well.
if I'm eating beans, guys, smashed beans, the ones that look like soup, I like to soak breath and do eat it like that. So yeah, it won't be something good you see me doing that, but I love it. I'll do it all the time. I love it.
Me too.
Moto E7. Who is Moto E7?
Adalid,
Dalí, let me just change your name.
I'm not in my house right now. For that reason, I can't turn on my camera.
Okay, that's okay, Adali. Just give me a second. I'll change your name. Uy. Think I did it? Yeah, it's done. So guys, well, that's what I wanted to share with you guys. Do it. We are getting there, guys. We are getting there. What we learned, try to use it daily. Okay, if you have an opportunity to talk, I don't know, in a meeting with your boss, in a paper you are sending, in a document you're working on, in your job, and you learned yesterday that we can use would, and there's the opportunity to say something that happened in the past. Basically, I don't know, it was something very normal in the past. You can use would now, okay? Instead of saying, I remember we always went with my mom. I would always go with my mom and stuff like that. Diego, go ahead.
Then we use will when we want to talk about a job. Maybe I usually work at, no sé, TP.
You can say,
Or
I would
something like
usually
that.
work. You could say that one. I wouldn't
Oh,
say I
okay.
would usually, but I would say I would work in this company. Not all the time. Usually I did it, but you can use.
It
Yeah,
doesn't matter how long time I was there.
it doesn't matter because this one, it's not telling me for how long the thing happened. Okay,
okay.
but it was something that was usual, we can say. It
Is the
was,
best way to say it, or we have another option?
I'm sorry?
Is the best way to say it, or
No,
we
you
have
can say
another
I
option?
used to. That's another one. I
Okay.
used to. Or you can use the past and the adverb of frequent, right? Like I usually worked in this company when I was la 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 in this project and blah blah blah. Okay, so it depends. But you can use would, so you sound more advanced. Remember, what you are learning is for you to sound more advanced, guys. So, and let's continue, people. Let's continue with what we studied yesterday, guys. So, but before we start with the grammar topic, I just want to ask you, is there something, well, we call it, let's see, give me just, I'm sorry, bad habits, right? So, did you have, or what, there was something considered a bad habit you were able to overcome, you were able to avoid doing a bad habit, like when you were kids, probably, or we don't see it like a really bad habit. Could be something that you didn't like it. For you was something you didn't like. You try to get rid of it, and at the end you did it. Like, for example, in my case, there was something I would always do. I remember when I was in the university, I would always try, well, it's kind of crazy, guys, but when I remember when I spoke, I usually overthought the ideas. Even in Spanish, it was like, okay, the person is coming, he's coming, I would say, hello, good morning. So, good morning. I would think about it. It was a bad habit for me. I created that bad habit. At the end, I was able to get rid of it. how controlling myself, right? So that was something that I did. What about you guys? Let's see. Is there something like that that happened to you? Could be a bad habit as well. So when you were kids, like for example, you like to eat glue or something. So something like that. Think about it. Or probably, guys, another thing I need to. This one I haven't, but I always, when I am nervous, I start scratching my nails and the skin that is around. So I always pull it off. So that's something crazy that I do. So what about you guys? It could be anxiety. Yeah, it could be. So let's see. Let's talk about bad habits. David Cotto. So is there a bad habit you were able to get rid of?
Yes, but I don't know is the correct verb.
Mhm.
When I was shy, I remember I used to speak. Speak is now is correct.
You spit.
Yes.
Okay. So what happened?
I don't know. I I I I wrote I read that. I used to speak so some person maybe when I older was made me bullying. I remember when big child big kid.
So you were you were used to doing that stuff, but then all of a sudden it disappeared. So that's something that usually happens. Like
So
my habit, it
my
disappeared, you know.
sister-in-law was bullying.
Ana Lilian, how about you?
Sorry, teacher, can you repeat the
Bad
question?
habits you were able to get rid of. Have you?
My bad habit is to bite my nails and eat them.
Are you still doing that?
No, teacher, no anymore. I used to do that and I have like 4 years to not do it. But another bad habit that I have is not take my food in the time that I need. That's another bad habit that I have.
Okay. So, and let's talk about the nails, biting your nails. So, I don't know why did you do that? I don't know, or it was something like only happened. Or it's
When
because
I
you were
get
anxious, or it was something
maybe
specific?
when I am anxious, but I don't know, when I get bored or I'm doing something, yes, it's anxious. I used to do that.
Okay.
Mhm.
What about, guys, peeing on your bed? So that's something super common, right? So kids do it. I remember I did it, to be honest, right? I did it until I was like 8 years old. So I eliminated that thing. How did it happen? You know, that was something that I was I was used to it, actually, but I fought against it. And at the end, I was able to do it. Cindy, tell us, what bad habit did you have?
A lot of teacher. But one of the ones that I remember is that when I was a child, I used to wrote in the cover of my notebooks all the homeworks. And later on, when I had to see my homework, I get like a confusing sentence because I wrote everything in the cover of my notebook. And also, when I have presentations, when I was a child, I used to see the sailing while I was on my presentation. It's like a bad habit that I have.
Okay. You have that bad habit still.
Not yet. I have to, I work on that and I think that I overcome it.
You think you overcome that. Okay, good, excellent. So guys, well, things that happened, right? Things that we are so used to do it, and that at the end, you know, they seem normal because probably you grown used to doing those stuff, right? At the end, that's what happens. People, let's go to the next topic today, the last one. And this is expression we use. Okay, so let's see. This is the expression. Give me just a second, guys. So be used to and get used to. Help me reading, please. Joaquin. Be used to.
Sure. Hold on, I'm going to zoom in on my phone.
Hold this.
Be used to and get used to. Be used to mean be similar, be familiar with, or to be accustomed to. Do you want me to read the example?
No, that's okay. Let's continue. We use get used to.
Oh, okay. We used get used to talk about the process of becoming familiar with something. I'm
Okay,
finding this.
don't worry, that's okay. So guys, we have the two
Okay.
things, be used to and get used to. Okay, so important, guys. When we use them all the time, if you want to talk about the action, you are going to use ing. For example, he wasn't used to walk. No, used to walking. It took my mother years to get used to living. Okay, living, walking. So ing all the time. You can use a noun. After to, it goes a noun. That's the reason why we use ing. So guys, be used to means to be familiar with something. He wasn't used to walking. In this case, the action is completed, guys. Okay, you are, or you were, or you will be, but it's finished. For example, tell me something you are used to doing in your house. Well, I'm used to not wearing shirts in my house. I always am shirtless. Okay, that is something that happens, right? So you are accustomed to do it. You are familiar with it. What about get used to? Get used to tells me the process. I'm finding this new job hard, but I'm sure I'll get the process, right? I will get used to it soon. Okay, don't think about it in Spanish, because in Spanish, if you see these topics that we have studied, they don't have a good relationship. I think the only one is used to, but the other ones that we have studied, they have no relationship with Spanish. So don't translate it in Spanish. You are not going to find any logic on this one. So guys, this one we use it to talk about the process of becoming familiar. And this is the final result. Okay, so that's it. She's used to, sorry, the city now and doesn't get lost anymore. That means she is familiar now. He wasn't used to walking so much and his legs hurt after the hike. In this moment, in that moment in the past, he was not familiar of doing something. I'm a teacher, so I'm used to speaking in public. It's done. I'm a teacher. I have talked in front of an audience for a multiple times, so I can say that I'm used to speak. Look at the other one. I am finding this new job hard, but I'm sure I'll get used to it soon. I am in the process. It took my mother years to get used to living. So the process of living in London was difficult for her after moving from Pakistan. That's what you are saying. I am getting used to the noise now. I am in the process. So I found really stressful when I first moved in. There was somebody raising his virtual hand or her virtual hand. Who was it, guys?
It was me. I got a
Diego, go
question.
ahead. What's your question?
Again, it's like a question and a sentence at the same time because I want to know if I understood as well. The thing is that I'm not understand the fourth sentence. Well, the first one in the get used to. He wants to transmit or say.
This one.
No, the first one of get used to. The first one. The meaning of that sentence is that
Don't
he
see it in
is-
Spanish because Spanish, it won't make sense.
Yeah,
It looks
I
similar.
try to don't translate it, but I'm not understand the sentence as well. So
Imagine this.
I try to get a meaning, and my mind says that the sentence try to say that he is in the process to get to accustom or to be familiar with the new job. But I'm not sure if this the correct meaning of the sentence.
Look at it
So-
this way. When this happens, finally, he will be able to say this.
Oh, okay.
When this happens, when everything in this sentence happens, if you ask the person again, he would say this. I am used to my job. That's it.
Okay.
I am
So-
used to my job now.
It's exactly the process that he is
You
coming
describe the
now.
process in all these sentences.
Okay,
Could be a
so-
past process, could be a present process, or even could be a future process. It doesn't matter.
In this case is a present and maybe a future process because
A
he is
present,
not
if you
on-
see, I'm finding this new job hard at this moment, okay, right now. But I know
And
that
the
in the
future-
future, I'll get used to it.
he is okay,
And he says soon, right? So he's
Okay.
very confident about it.
Always when we use get used to, we are talking about something that we want to get familiar with.
Mhm.
Okay, thank
For
you.
example, guys, I downloaded a version of Ubuntu. It's different from Windows and it's cooler than Windows. I'm getting used to it now. I'm in the process. I downloaded that one like 2 months ago and still I'm working on that one. I want to know all the features. So I think in 6 months, if you ask me, I will be able to tell you, hey, I'm used to using Ubuntu. I'm used to using it. It's easy for me.
Did you install it on the same computer or a
Yeah,
different computer?
I have a dual boot.
Oh, nice.
So
You can have a virtual
You would
desktop
be
too.
used to work on Ubuntu.
yeah, you know, let's see. Cindy has a question, then Mike. Let's go first with Cindy.
Okay, yes, I have a question with the first sentence of be used. I don't know if it is after she's used to, and we have the city. I don't know if after used to, it is missing a verb or I don't know. Because I do not understand so clearly the sentence.
Subject plus be, verb to be,
Yes.
plus used to, plus a noun. That's the structure.
Mhm.
So that's why she, that's the first part, right? Give me a second. So
In that case, teacher, sorry for the interruption,
go
but
ahead.
I think that we are not using another subject or another verb because when we use she is used to the city, we are talking about that she is no, she has the knowledge to walk in all of the city without get lost.
Not really. Guys, let me tell you something. All these words that I'm highlighting here, what do you think? Are they verbs or are they nouns? They are nouns, guys. They are not verbs. A verb, the only exception here is this one. This one, yes, this is a verb. This is not a verb. This is not a verb. Sorry, no, this one, yes, it is. This is a verb. This is not a verb. This is not a verb. That's why I say noun, and that's why you are using ing. You know that after to, there always will be a base form verb, but these are not verbs. These are nouns, guys. So no, but there it says walking, caminar. If you want to be really grammar picky here, the sentence will be something like el caminar. So he wasn't used to, él no está acostumbrado al caminar tanto, al andar tanto, al andarse moviéndose. So that's not a verb, that is a gerund. So this is the structure. That's why all the time in this sentence, he is used to what? There is a noun right here. Where is my noun? My noun is this one.
So you can highlight the first
This is a
noun.
noun. Okay.
Finding.
Finding, this is a verb
Yeah.
because this is present progressive. I am finding, I am getting used to the noise. So this is all the verb. I am getting used to, and this is a
It's not
verb.
a noun in that case.
This is a verb. It's not a noun.
No,
Why?
I mean, I'm finding.
I'm finding, that's a verb as well. Let me just do something else to be
So
clear.
I see the parts of the structure of the expression switched or switched.
No, not necessarily. So here they are not switching because be used to and get used to, you can use it in all verbal tenses, guys. That means you can say simple present. I am used to cooking. Simple past. I was used to cooking. Future. I will be used to cooking. Present progressive.
Teacher,
I am
teacher, and in this case, it means that the main verb always is going to be the verb to be,
exactly.
like the main verb.
That's the
Okay.
main verb.
I understand.
I was
Okay.
being
I get it.
used to cooking. Importante, guys, estas I am being and I was being no se ocupan en inglés. pero para que entendamos, guys. I have been used to cooking. So, guys, todos estos que están antes del to son verbos. Okay? All of them. Cooking, that's a noun. That's why this sentence seems a little bit confusing. It doesn't look like that what we are studying, but yes, it is. Subject, be, plus used to, plus a noun. So these three are nouns. This is a noun. This is a noun, it here. And this is a noun, the noise, right? They are nouns too. So that's the way it goes. Okay. Mike, you had a question. What was your question, Mike?
Right. So I'm sorry. Let's see. Yeah, I got this sentence, but I need to make sure if with the used to is gonna work like this one. I used to want to be a teacher, but then I realized how hard the teacher worked. So it's good, or we are missing something with the used to. Can you help me with that?
Sure. The sentence is okay.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
give me a second.
Mm-hmm.
You are not using this one. You are using the normal used to.
Ah, okay.
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 You are telling me, yo solía querer ser perdón, un maestro. That's
Un
what you are
teacher.
saying.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yo solía tener la idea de ser profesor.
Mm-hmm.
The meaning of this one is yo estoy acostumbrado a o me estoy acostumbrando a. That's what this one means, guys. Yo estaba acostumbrado a. Didn't want to use Spanish, but so that's what it is. That's how you use it. This one. So in the sentence, I used to be a teacher. I used to have the idea to be a teacher. Then I started to work in a call center and I like helping customers. So I'm getting used to this other profession. That's, you are using this. You are getting in the process. Or you can tell me, but now I realize my skill is to help others by being a manager. So I'm used to it. You finish that process, you are used to be a manager. So you are used to it. That's what happens here. And that's the difference between one and the other. Questions, guys? Let's do something. Let's see if we understood this one. So, guys,
let's see.
Mike, number one, which is the correct answer? Look at this
That
one and tell me which is the one.
Let's see. She used to work.
And the answer is, well, let's see it later on. We will see. Next
Okay.
one, this one goes to Diego.
Okay, just let me a second to read. Since we had the baby, I'm not used to that. I'm not used to. I think there is the first one, but I don't know what to say with got. I would got it. No, I used to get much sleep. I think since we had the baby, I think there is the first one, but I'm not sure because I can relate it get with the other one because I don't have a meaning of this of the whole sentence. But I think there is the first one.
The first one, we will see it later. Next one, Sibel, please help me.
Okay. Let me see what. How's the job?
What do you think?
It's the first one. Are you used to eat? Are you
Okay,
used to
let's
eat,
continue. We will see it later, don't worry. Cindy, let's go with this one.
Okay, but let me think before I retire. Mm, I got used to have much time to eat. Yes,
Okay,
I think.
don't worry, we will see it later. Help me, please. Anna Lillian, next one.
And maybe used to.
Used to.
That's second one.
Second, okay.
Yes.
Next one. Help me, please. Joaquin.
Sure. Our house is I got used to work after a month of living here.
I got used to.
Yes.
Second.
Yes.
Good. Let's see. Carlos, can you help me with the next one? Don't worry.
Sure. Don't worry. You in the city center after a while. Let me see. Uh, and number 3.
Okay. And the last one goes to Diego.
No, I
No.
just want to say something. I forgot the name. Marta Lillian says that she doesn't have internet right now, so that's a problem with.
Okay. Thank you so much for letting me know.
I have
Yeah, I
problem
haven't seen
with
the WhatsApp.
pronounce.
Sorry.
Teacher, what is my problem then? Pronounce or what? Because I have a lot of issues in that
Well,
area.
right
but
now
I'm-
I just detected the grammar problem. Be careful with don't and doesn't.
Yeah, I
person.
have the problem and with pronounce him, her. So
You have problems pronouncing him and her.
yeah, I
Don't pronounce
always
them.
confuse that.
Don't say she told, I will told her. No, I will told her. You don't say her,
Okay.
you only say told her. I will, no, I will tell him. Tell him. I will tell him. I will tell him
And-
what's the problem. Don't worry.
In that
Tell
way, I will avoid the pronounce, right?
That's right. You are avoiding the pronunciation problem you may have, and
Okay.
it will sound better. Let's see the next one, guys. Tony, can you help me with the last one? Might be busy right now. Vanessa, can you help me with the last one?
Okay, teacher. When we were at university, we
I'm sorry. Yo no he dicho nada.
but yes, I think it's the second one. We used to have to write an essay a week. Used to.
Guys, we got an. So this one is correct. Woohoo! This one, guys, it's incorrect. Why? Remember ing after this. I'll get used to living in the city center after a while. Okay? Remember this, always ing after get used to or be used to. Next one, we had this one correct. I don't know who did it. So our house is on a steep hill.
That was me.
I'm sorry?
That was me.
That was you. But I got used to the walk. Why not get used to? Because you are telling me the past situation. So that one. And used to, you need a verb. So that one, the engine noise was deafening, but the driver was used to it. He was familiar with it. I don't know the process, how he became familiar with the noise. So I was used to it. Careful with that one, guys. Before I retire, I got used to have. No, got used to. Remember, got used to ing. I never used to have much time to read. Before I retire, I used to have much time to read. Before I retire, I used to have. No. Never used to have. Logic, that's logic. How's the new job? Are you used to it yet? Good. Since we had the baby, I am not used to get much sleep. No, you cannot use that one. I used to get much sleep. We got used to not getting, okay? Not getting much sleep. So this one right here, guys. Still, there are some little problems with this one, guys. There is another exercise. I'll give you the website right there for you to practice that one. Yes, Diego, tell me.
In that case, we have to choose the second one because it's talk about two people. So that's why we have to use the second one, right? Because we are talking.
And since we had the baby, that is past, okay? So
we have, okay.
I used to get much sleep. No, I've got used to not getting much sleep. So
okay,
like that.
But we use, excuse me.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I have flu, so that's why. Thank you. I told you that we use ing with used to, and as I know, we have to use ing just with the get used to, and the sentence don't have the get or yes.
The
I don't
sentence
remember. Doesn't have get, right, or
that's
yes.
right. That's right.
Okay.
So guys, there you have the website. I sent it over there on the chat. Let me send it here.
I did forward on the WhatsApp group.
Okay, thank you so much.
Sure.
So that's okay, don't worry. Just give me a second. People, today we are going to continue with now you can start doing your what? The forum that we have, guys. So you can go ahead and do it, people. Okay, so people, something that will come in the test. Okay, it's important we do it. It's important we understand this one. Mike, go ahead.
I think that the most difficult thing that is happening to everyone is that we are, as you mentioned before, we are translating from English to Spanish. The
That
thing is this, if we keep practicing, not like every hour, right? But day by day or like a baby step, we are going to be understanding the whole process, how we can combine the verbs with the nouns and everything, right? So it won't be easy. However, I think that because that's the thing that happened to me. Sometimes I used to try to translate the themes from English, from Spanish to English and English to Spanish too. It's a run. It's the worst thing that could happen that could happen to us, because that is not good. We need to like reset or change our mind. Okay, the Spanish we need to read off. We need to read off the Spanish and we need to focus in English. I think that if we practice a little bit more by our own, we're going to understand better. That's my personal opinion, because I'm gonna be honest, those sentences got got me confused. Got me confused, honestly. I went down with those sentences.
That's right. And the thing is that we lose a lot of time, and also sometimes we don't get the things right. For example, guys, let's see, can you tell me, how do you say this one? ¿A qué hora sale el autobús? In English, how do you say that one, guys? Good. Anybody tell me? Go ahead. Someone.
But what time the bus leave?
Okay.
I don't know. What? Yeah, what does the time the bus leave? I don't know.
You know, we got confused because the thing, right? So we started, oh no, but I need to use the auxiliary does, and I need to go back, I need to recreate the sentence, and we lost a lot of time, right? We lost a lot of time right there. What time does the bus leave? That's the right answer. So recommendation for you. Try to learn expressions, guys, okay? For example, instead of this one, so you know what time does the bus leave? Now you know that sentence. So guys, how would you say a qué horas abre el banco? How would you say that one? What time does the bus leave? Ah, entonces sería what time does the bank, porque quiero saber del banco, right? What time does the bank y el verbo open, solo lo cambio. Okay, why? Because this is my sentence, my cornerstone sentence. This one helps me to do a lot of things. What time does the concert begin? What time does the concert finish? What time does the class start? What time does the bank open? What time does the, and I have no problems trying to figure out what am I going to, or how am I going to translate that one. So guys, try to learn phrases, specific phrases that are super useful for you. Okay, think about the things that you always say in your job. I don't know, you always send reports. So, and you always have problems with your colleagues not sending you the reports on time. So an expression you could learn. So I was wondering if you have already sent the info. If you have, I was wondering if you have already sent the info. So it's a polite way to ask them for the information. What is the info? You. So and you start changing this one. I was wondering if you already have said this to the boss. Was wondering if you have even more fluency and you don't need to translate stuff. So that's something that it helped me. In my case, it helped me to avoid thinking in Spanish because I had the phrase already here in my mind. So try to learn
Could you
specific
share?
phrases. It
Could
will
you
help
share again the?
better. Go ahead.
Could you share again the screen? The situation is I'm taking notes.
Okay.
I was wondering if you ready.
I get a screenshot, so I send it to the group.
No, okay, thank you. So, and you do it, guys. You can create, you can have like 10, 20. I had like 20. I call them. This is my technique. Nobody has taught me this one. So it's a technique that I had to not have problems with phrases. The boss, this is the boss one, la del bus, guys. Esa fue una de las primeras que me aprendí. And it helped me to make questions, okay? Another one, it helped me, it was like for third person problems. I had a lot of third person problems. So the that's the way it goes. Okay, that's something that made me remember the third person. So I always said, I'm sorry. That's, for example, I remember that's the thing he wants. That's the thing he wants. Hey, he wants a report. Let me ask you, is that the thing he wants? So it's not necessary to go like, what does he want? No, come on. Is that, let me just ask you this. Is that what he wants? I remember all this. So it helped me to remember third person. So that's something you can do, guys. So that's a way you can go with this stuff.
Teacher,
you can try. It helped me. It helped me too. Another thing, read, guys. Read.
Teacher, can you hear me?
Look for words. Try to get information in the context. If we continue next, guys, we are going to have reading and writing lessons, guys. Next one, it's not going to be listening, it's going to be reading and writing. If we continue together, guys, and I hope we do, we are going to have this.
Joaquin wants to ask you something.
Who wants to ask something? I was excited, sorry.
Me, yeah, regarding when you use the wonder verb, even in German, do we need to use the question mark when using that example that you have put in the screen?
It depends. It depends what you wonder. So if you say, I was wondering if you could send me the info, no. I was wondering if is it possible that you could send me the info. Yeah, in this case, yes. But most of the time, no. Normally, you are not going to use question mark at the end of this one. Did I use question mark?
Yes.
No, you don't. I'm sorry. You don't use a question mark on this one, guys. So people, let's see.
Thank you.
Let's go right now. When do we use periods? This is something that comes in the exam, guys. So people, help me reading. I need Cindy, help me reading, please. A period.
Which part, teacher?
All the chart. Not just here, up to here.
Okay.
A period.
A period helps mark the end of a sentence and the beginning of a new one. However, periods are also used with words or phrases that do not necessarily express complete ideas. I don't know. I only can see ID.
Ideas.
Okay. Use a period after the end of a sentence to avoid a run-on sentence. All supervisors have been called to the meeting next week. I will take place in the meeting room on
Let me make it.
the floor. Oh, yes. Thank you. On the third floor. And B, all supervisors have been called to the meeting next week. It will take place in the meeting room on the third floor. Run on.
Okay, good. So, guys, that's the way it goes. So you are going to use a period after the end of a sentence to avoid a run-on sentence. What is run-on? That you don't use the punctuation necessary to stop it. So it will be all supervisors have called to the meeting next week. It will take place in the meeting room of the third floor. No, right? All supervisors have been called to the meeting next week. It will take place in the meeting room on the third floor. So avoid run-ons, guys. Run-on is that when it continues, right? So next, please help me, Jacqueline. Can you help me, please? I'm sorry. You.
Yes, yes. With the in which one? I use a period after abbreviation like MERS, Junior Corp in IM, PM, AG.
Okay. Repeat after me, lady. AM.
M.
Mrs.
Mrs.
Mr.
Mr.
You say it. Okay. Good. Excellent.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
guys, today is the revelation that you will have, people. Sometimes you tell me, teacher, coach. Well, coach is not incorrect, but that you call me teacher is incorrect, guys. Why? Because it's like in Spanish, you meet a plumber. You are not going to say, hey, hey, plumber, come here, please. No, right? So, because sounds bad. You don't say plumber to the plumber. The same happens in English. You don't say teacher to the teacher when you are talking directly to him, or when you are talking about him, when you are talking about her. You are going to say Mr. or Mrs. or Miss. Okay? So don't say teacher. You could say Mr., you can say Miss. Doesn't matter.
Mr. and your last name or just Mr.?
Yeah, Mr. Solano. That sounds really old, but that's the way it goes.
No, it's the way that we have to talk, but I'm
No,
sure.
of course. No, don't worry. So yeah, you can say, or only Mr. And you know what? The Mr. told me that blah, 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 blah. Okay? So that's why in movies, if you watch the movies or series, you have never seen that they refer to teachers as teachers. So teacher, come on. No, it's like Mr. O'Brien, Mr. White. If you have seen Breaking Bad, right? So Jesse never says, hey teacher. Now he says, Mr. White, yo. So that's the way it goes, guys. Okay, so after all these abbreviations, by the way, guys,
What is the meaning of AG? EG.
give me a second, my friend.
Okay.
Miss, when the woman is not married. When the woman is married, you are going to say Mrs. Okay? And you say the last name like Mrs. de Alvarado, for example. Okay? That's what you are going to say. What is the abbreviation? What is what you say? This is corporation, this is incorporated, this is AM, this is PM, and this is example.
I didn't know the last one.
Example. For example, instead of writing, for example, you only write EG. YG, I don't remember, but yeah,
Yeah,
like
I couldn't relate it with something because I don't know a word with ENG, so that's why I ask you.
yeah, for example, that's when you use it. Good. Other ones like for instance, you can etc. Right? You use it. Companies, right? You at the end of the company, you can write down a period, but usually after some abbreviations. Not all, not all. Yeah, all abbreviations. Acronyms, no. Like UN, the United Nations, no, that is an acronym. That's another stuff. After abbreviations, guys. Like for example, road, or highway, drive, all those names of streets, period at the end of road, period at the end of street, period at the end of boulevard, avenue, when you use the abbreviation, right? So that is one, guys, that we will see. The other one that we will see, guys, this is another topic you need to study, right? Remember the verbs that they use to or they use ing, okay? So practice that one, that will be in the test, but it's not what we are going to study today, right now. So let's continue with the usage of periods. Help me, please, Mike. Number 4.
The number 4, let's see. I'm not good with the letters combined with numbers. Oh, how can say
This one.
Yeah, I'm not good. How do you say that in
That
English?
is 4.
4. All right, I'm not good with those
The
letters.
Roman numbers. Don't worry.
A Roman number, exactly. I'm not good at all with that. All right. So use a period at the end of indirect question. Indirect questions do not follow question order, so they do not require a question mark.
And this is the Joaquin's question, right? So the person sharing the meeting asked if the copies had been made. So in this case, because indirect questions, guys, let's look at it right now. Give me just a second, guys. What is an indirect question, guys? Well, an indirect question will be something like this. Give me a second. So you want to ask, where do you live? That's what I want to ask. But this is too informal. In a formal way, you are going to add some words at the beginning. I would like to ask you where you live. And we don't use the question mark. No, we use where you live. Okay. He asked, I'm sorry, what did Mr. Solano ask? He asked, what your favorite food is? Okay. Now, what is your favorite food? That's kind of informal, you know. So, and remember, we are going to be professional, so we need to speak in a professional way. So, what your favorite food is? They asked us. Remember this, guys. They asked us if we have money. What will be the question here? The question here would be, Do you have money? That's the question, okay? But this is the way that we make indirect questions, guys. Give me just a second. If you want to study this one, we will see it, guys. I hope to continue with you at least 2 modules more, guys. And I'm going to teach you all of this stuff as a reminder. So let's see, guys. You can watch this video if you don't remember what the indirect questions are. So watch that video I sent. So guys, that's what it is, okay? So for indirect questions, at the end, we are going to use a period. So be careful with it. Let's continue, guys. Number 5. Ana Lilian, please help me. Use a period. Anna, are you there?
Yes.
Help me reading number 5. 5.
Number
Please.
5, use a period outside the closing parentheses, except when an abbreviation is inside the parentheses.
Okay.
The meeting room has been reserved till late evening on Thursday, 9 p.m. It's in parentheses. The
Okay.
action points agreed on at the meeting and approved by everybody. Need to be closely monitored. No sé cómo decir eso. How do you say monitored?
Monitored.
Monitor. Thank you, teacher.
Good. So guys, when do we use this one? We are going to use it at the end of, well, use a period outside the closing parentheses. Like for example, here at the end, period. Except when an abbreviation is inside the parentheses. The action points agreed on the meeting and approved by everybody. So to be closely and approved by everybody, to be closely monitored. So here, you don't use the dot inside, right? So you use it at the end, guys.
What's the abbreviation on that one?
I think that it's all the way around, guys. Here, you don't use it. Okay?
Yeah.
That's it. We are using an abbreviation here. And this one, it shouldn't be there. This one is not supposed to be there because you are adding like additional information that is not important to say it, but it's there because so guys, this is a mistake. This is the first rule. We use the outside of a closing parenthesis, except when an abbreviation is inside. We have an abbreviation, so no dot here. This is incorrect, and this is correct. Okay, so this is correct. This one right here is not necessary. These little dots right here, you don't need them, guys. Okay, so only the parentheses and you continue. So like that, guys. That's what it is. So there's a mistake in this part. Just give me a second. I will report this one. Give me 1 second, please. Pages is okay. later on. So guys, that's the way it goes. Finally, number 6.
Mister, but
Ah,
the sentence in the second one
yeah,
sounds like
tell me.
continuous.
This one.
Yeah. Need to be blah blah blah.
You don't need this one here. The correct would be something like this. The action points agreed on at the action points agreed on the meeting, not at, it's not necessary, on the meeting. That will be the correct form here.
Yeah.
And here without this one. So this is the correct.
Okay, thank you.
Agreed on the meeting. Agreed on the meeting. At the meeting, it's like kind of redundant here. So I would only use agreed on. So like that. Number 6, help me please. The last one, this one goes to let's see. Marta, can you help me reading the last one? Number 6.
Sure. 6.
Yeah.
Place periods inside quotation marks. Number 1, the manager stated, an innovative strategy is necessary to fight the decline in sales. Number 2, the presenter opened saying, no, we can't expect to get new results if we keep doing the same thing.
Good. If there is a quotation, guys, quotation means that you are saying exactly what the person said. You are going to place it at the end of the quotation, but inside of the quotation sign or the quotation mark. Here, this one right here is the quotation mark. Okay, so it is going to be here, not in here. This is incorrect. So that's how you will do it. And that's about periods, guys. So that's what you need to study for this coming Monday, guys. Let's get right now all the topics. That are going to be in our test. So number 1, guys, I know you know these definitions, but if you have any problem with this one, so try to just study the definitions, okay? So then the definitions of this one, we saw them already. I asked you what they are, so study them again, okay? Then, guys, this is super important. So please study this one, study this type of exercise, okay? So verb, the infinitive as complement, okay? So I send you even a link. Let's see. Uh, Monday, we will have the test, guys. So this is the website you should study. There you have the list. Try to learn the most common verbs on that one. So this topic, important. Mike, go ahead.
I have a quick question. Yesterday you were talking about a question that we need to answer using the used to. Sorry, can you tell me what will be happening with that question? We need to go to the online and put on our comments, or what will be? I
You
got
go to
lost.
Schoology. That's the
All
first
right.
thing. Okay. So go to your profile
Mhm.
in Schoology, guys. Okay.
All right. And then,
Give me a second.
all right,
So
thank you.
you go here and
Add material.
you go to forum. The
All right.
yellow folder. So you
All
go
right,
to
thank you.
forum, you come
Mhm.
here, you click on this one. Now the instructions, 150 words, use please, use please, used to, would, be used to, and get used to in your answer. Be careful with punctuation. So you
All right.
start your comment.
All right. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it for that clarification, sir.
Okay, no worries.
Thank you.
So, guys, this topic, right? It's important. So you can practice with this exercises right there. Then we continue unit 1, the periods. If it is not clear, just read this one again. I think it's clear. So then we continue. Remember what we studied in the business meeting information, right? So participants, agenda, what is an agenda? What is the those things, right? Vocabulary. Then in unit 2, this one, guys, what is established credibility? How can you do it? What is audience? Thought-provoking question, stage fright. We saw that one already. This one, we haven't seen it. Just try to get the vocabulary. For example, succinct. Guys, what is the meaning of succinct? Any idea? What does succinct means?
No, mister, I don't have any idea.
Hey guys, good, excellent. I like it. You say.
No idea, bro. I'm sorry, sir.
So don't worry. Guys, I like it. You're not saying teacher anymore. So like that.
Mister.
So guys,
Whatever.
succinct means, how can I
The
tell?
message has been received, mister.
So straight to the point. So that's it. Brief. Something short. Directly. What you are saying. So when you speak, try to be succinct. Okay. Captive the audience, mirror someone's words, and engage. But vocabulary, just study this vocabulary. And then some verbs are followed by a noun or a pronoun before they initiate a complement. For example, like this, invited, me, permitted. This topic, we didn't study this one, guys. So let's do it right now because it's super simple, guys. So guys, you only need to know the list. Like these are the most common verb, guys. So try to get familiar with that one. What happens next? Do you remember yesterday we talked about object pronouns? what are the object pronouns? We said are me, you, him, her, it, us, and them. Okay, so these verbs, they are going to be followed by a pronoun. So we are going to use advise me, allow me, encourage me, expect me, invite me, need me, permit me, tell me, want me, warn me, or any other of the object pronouns. Allow her, encourage her, advising her, like that. So please practice this one. This one we didn't study this one, but I think it's before the class, before the exam, guys, we are going to study this one. Okay, we will have 60 minutes to do it, guys, so we will have a lot of time to do it, that one. And then people, we have the periods, right? The periods, the last part, and that's it, guys. That's about it. So that's what we need to do. And guys, we are in the middle of our course already. I don't know if Mike, do you have a question?
No, no question. Sorry, I didn't lower the
Okay,
hand.
so
Let
yeah,
me do
it's
that.
the previous hand.
Mister, that means that the quiz is from page 1 to page 20 from the book. It's
On the
just
book?
because I want to know it.
On the book, it will be unit 1 and unit 2.
Okay, like from the first page to page 20, I guess.
Well, it goes.
Or
Enfóquese
19, I'm
más
not
en los
sure.
cuadros que vea. Los cuadros son los más importantes.
Okay.
De
I
ahí el
just want to-
vocabulario, ahí lo va a ver en cuadritos de colores. Sí.
Okay, I just want to know because it's too familiar for me studying that way. Have the topic on a book
So,
and for to study
yeah.
all of them.
It's from page 9 to page 20.
Okay. Thank
Page
you.
9 to page 20.
Thank you.
Remember to do the forum, guys. We have the forum. Thank you, Mike, for bringing this topic up. It's important. So, guys, that's it. So, people, thank you so much for coming to the class. Do you have a question before we finish?
No question.
Yes,
Just
teacher.
Cindy, you have a question?
Yes, it's regarding to the forum. We are going to have all the date of tomorrow to send the forum.
You have tomorrow and Sunday.
Okay,
to send it.
tomorrow. Okay.
And today.
Okay, thank you.
You
so
can do it
The
today.
whole
if you
weekend.
want.
I will. Thank you.
No worries. Joaquin, sorry?
Oh, no, I was just affirming we have the whole weekend to
Yeah.
work on that.
The whole weekend
Okay.
to work on it. So, guys, thank you
Yeah.
so much. Have a wonderful night. Happy weekend. I hope. See you on Monday. Take care.
Thank you,
Bye,
Mr.
guys.
Happy weekend
Bye-bye.
for you
Thank you,
too.
Mr. Goodbye,
Thank you.
Take care,
everyone.
sir.
Bye,
teacher.
people.
Thank
Take
you.
care.
Bye
Take
bye.
care,
Have a
everyone.
good weekend, everybody.
Have a good one.